Okay, I thought I'd just record an announcement instead of writing an announcement. I'll try and be quick about this, but I think since we're not in the same place together, it helps to have me explain what I'm wanting you to do sometimes. So this is week 9. We are officially over the halfway point, which is super exciting, and we're starting to focus on our research paper. Research paper, I'm sure you have done one before, so a lot of this should seem kind of familiar. What I'm trying to teach you is how to just sort of level up your research paper game a little bit. So first step in that was learning how to use the research databases through the library. If you haven't done that, please go back and do that. That's going to be an important part of your research paper, and I will still accept late assignments on that. Here, this week, we're going to start focusing on how to make a logical argument. The first thing you're going to want to do is read this section of the textbook, and it's going to talk about different types of arguments you can make. These are, I almost took them out, to be honest, but these are articles that you can use for the discussion post that's down here. In fact, I think right now I'm going to just move those down below, because what I would prefer for you to do is to use the skills you have of finding an article and use those, find an article and use that for your discussion post, okay? This is a video that explains how to do the discussion post. I'll go through that. So these articles, not necessary unless you're going to use, you really just don't have time to find an article, and then you can use those to answer the discussion post. This is sort of just a witty article about how to write nothing, really. This helps, I think I put this in here to help you see that it's important to take out, well, it's important to have something of substance in your paper, and it is super easy to not have something of substance. And you've probably learned lots of these strategies. So that's just kind of a quick little read. That'll read us into the rest of this, which is how to be clear in your writing. So this is a video that will help you, I think it's about 5 minutes. It's different strategies you can use to clear up your writing. So very helpful for if you get like awkward on your paper, that kind of thing. I'll give you some specific ways. This is how to write a thesis statement, because you'll need to write a thesis statement. That's one way to have clear writing, is make sure your structure is clear. This, I'm maybe going to move this up too. But clear writing, this is a video I recorded on kind of the basic ideas of clear writing that will be important for you, and these are kind of more specific, goes into more specifics. Okay, so the last thing here, last 2 things, this is a game on Factile that will test your understanding of what you need to do to write clearly. I am not necessarily taking any grade on this, but I hope you go in here and do this, because it will help to test your knowledge on how to write clearly. The last thing here is the research note. So hopefully you have found 3 articles through your research already. If not, then here's the opportunity to find 3 research articles. You'll want to copy and paste the MLA citation at the top. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't do that as I'm talking the rest of it. And then with your MLA citation, you're going to want to copy and paste some quotes from your article in there as well. So, sorry, this was just going to take me a moment. If you haven't watched that, that's how you use the library research databases. So, I'm just going into parenting, because I'm assuming nobody cares about that but me. Okay, so this was an article I just used to talk about how to do your discussion post. If I go up here at the top, I have this cite. This is what I want you to copy and paste into your paper. Okay, that's going to be important for your bibliography page. That's going to be important for helping you find it again. All of this is supposed to help you. So you write this MLA citation, which is what I just said, showed you. You write a 3 to 5 sentence summary of the article. in your own words, and then 3 quotes from the article that stood out to you. The reason I want you to write quotes is because that's really, number one, you're going to need to include quotes within your paper, but number two, if you have a quote, then you can paraphrase what someone said. So you would still give the person credit. You would say, you know, Joe Bob said that this is really important, and lead them to the article. But you don't have to use the actual quote. But if you don't have the quote, then and you say this is really important without quoting Joe Bob, then that's plagiarism, right? So you always want to have the quotes there because that gives you something of substance that you know for sure somebody said that. You're adding credibility to your research. And then from there, you can choose what to do with it, if that makes sense. That makes no sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you. But what you want is the MLA citation, the summary, and the quotes. And all this is to help you in writing your paper. If you just do this with these 3, I don't expect you to do it with the rest of them. You should have a lot to say about your article. So that's what it's meant to do. All right. That's your announcement for this week. Please reach out if you are behind. If you need help figuring out topics, I'm happy to help. I just ask that you reach out to me. All right, we'll see ya.